Hi Taurus, welcome to your June 2022 monthly messages from Spirit Reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This will not resonate with every Taurus that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message is going to be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Taurus, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, Cross Watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Taurus and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So my intentions for this reading, Taurus, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of June. You can look at this as like a tarot scope for what to expect for June, but I really feel like most of the time these readings are meant to provide information, clarity, healing, and insight for those who are drawn to these readings. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear right now about what to expect in June, what to face in June, and if you've already faced it or are facing it now, why? And get kind of deeper into that. And this can impact any aspect of your life: career and finances, love and romance, spiritual evolution. Whatever Spirit would like to bring forth shall be said. So if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit only for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right, so let's see what's happening for my Taurians in June. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anyone dealing with a Taurus? What is the energy surrounding Taurus right now? What can Taurus expect in the month of June? Ooh, the cards are jumpy for you, Taurus. They want to talk. All right, let's see. Tell me about June for Taurus, Spirit. Tell me about June for Taurus. Okay, rejuvenating rain. And it says, clear the past, heal the present. Wow, this is a healing month for you guys. A month that you are going to separate from everything that isn't resonating with you, vibrating with you, that doesn't speak to your soul, that doesn't speak to the spiritual evolution of your soul, of where you are today, what you feel most drawn to now. And I feel that something major happened in May. Again, it could be around your birthday when you turned a whole nother year. And I don't know, for others of you, it feels a little bit heavier than that. Or maybe this year has just been a little bit disappointing for some of you. It hasn't been what you hoped for or expected. You're wondering when your time will come. You're wondering when everything is going to unfold the way you hoped it to be. But Spirit is telling you, Taurus, any experience, any disappointment, any failures that you may perceive from the past are meant to be let go of right now because they're holding too much space in your psyche, in your energy, and it's preventing from the blessings from coming in, the blockages. So, you know, Taurus, it's time to kind of just go in hermit mode, to take a step to reconnect with Spirit, to reconnect with nature. You know, the water element is coming through very, very strongly here. So you could have water in your chart, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I feel more so that this is meant to cleanse you. This is meant to detoxify you and purify, you know, your energy again, because there's something that's trying to latch on to you, Taurus. There's some energies that have been linked to you through, you know, interactions with other people, through, you know, certain experiences with certain situations that have led up till this point in June. And it's time to fully heal from it. You know, I think it's time to start meditating again. If you guys haven't been meditating as much, connecting with spirit as much, it's time to come back out from that. You know, a lot of you, I feel, this has been like the last few months, the dark night of the soul for you. And you've learned a lot about yourself. You've learned a lot about your life, what it is that you still want to do, what it is that you still want to accomplish. And those things are still very much accomplished, or can be accomplishable, right? But Taurus, it's time to kind of just heal from the disappointments, heal from the setbacks, heal from, you know, anything that could have gone wrong for you that, I don't know, the experience has definitely served its purpose for having you learn something about yourself and grow something. But now it's time to finally detach from it once and for all. For some of you, I feel like if you live by a body of water, it would benefit you to go visit that body of water, a lake, a river, an ocean, and to kind of sit with it and meditate with it. Others of you, if you're not by, you know, a body of water at all, you're like very inland, try to take a spiritual bath. And others of you, if you're, you know, you don't live nearby water, you don't have a bathtub, rehydrate yourself. Do the things that will nurture yourself. Do the things that will rejuvenate yourself, and start focusing on healing and self-healing as a priority here. I wonder if some of you, this is probably for a very few amount of you, but are getting over an illness, a physical illness, or something that has been draining your mental health. And Spirit is saying June is the month that you'll be recovering, that you'll be healing, the situation will improve, Taurus, but it's through the interactions you take to heal yourself, to recover, to connect with spirit, and to get those messages, because you guys are psychic, you are intuitive. That's why this energy is coming through for you now. And take those intuitive messages, take those intuitive hits, and reflect with it and see what it is that you can do with those messages, what you can do for yourself. If anything, Taurus, June is the month to prioritize your needs and your wants all the way, with no regrets, with no apologies. It's something that is really needed right now for you to pause and reflect, to heal, most above all. All right, so let's get some more cards here. Tell me more about what's happening in June for Taurus. And I don't know if it's going to be raining where you're at. And if it starts to rain, you know, as crazy as it may sound, I would sit and stand under the rain and feel the rain on your skin and let that rejuvenate you. Or others of you, maybe you can collect rainwater for your spiritual baths, for your rituals, for your healing even. Of course, you would have to purify it if you are going to drink it at all. But, you know, maybe rainwater may be something you're going to find to be really healing for yourself. Enlightenment. Wow. Okay, and it says pursue spiritual growth. So these are for my very spiritually developed Taurians, the ones who are just coming out of the dark night of the soul, who are coming into enlightenment, into understanding everything they've been through, understanding soulmate contracts that may have left them hurt, that may have left them devastated, not sure why. I don't know, Taurus, the more you spend time with connecting with yourself, with spirit, the more you're going to get answers for your questions that may still linger. A lot of you, I encourage you, you know, pulling your own tarot cards, pulling your own oracle cards, getting Reiki healing, going to seminars, looking up speeches or meditations that will really resonate with you, because I feel this is the era of your enlightenment, Taurus. This is where you're going to fully understand the past, heal the past, but now focus on the present. Focus on this new you that's emerging. Focus on everything that has led you up to this point, the resources that you currently have. And although you may feel like they're meager, they're not a lot to work with, you have the ability to transform them, use the alchemy that you have to make something out of this that will be profound. A lot of you are going through another awakening, an ascension, And some of you may be experiencing ascension symptoms. Now, I say this with every time I bring this up. If you are experiencing physical symptoms, please go get it checked out by a doctor. I'm not a medical expert. Those of you that know this has nothing to do with like a flu or a cold, but you are feeling a little bit fatigued. You are feeling a little bit like you have headaches. Like a stuffy nose is kind of what I'm getting, or a runny nose. And again, you got tested. You're not positive for COVID or anything like that. And you're fine, but you're like, what is this? Yeah, it could be allergies, but for most of you, it's ascension symptoms. And they've been kind of taking a toll on you, Taurus. And that's why with all the downloads you're receiving lately, the dreams you've been having, take note of it. Get a dream journal and record all the downloads you're getting through your dreams, through your meditations, because they're answering profound questions that have been stuck with you for a very, very long time. But once you make it out this ascension, once you fully, truly have accomplished this period of awakening, you are going to come out of it stronger, wiser, more powerful than ever before. And I think like you guys are going to become magicians again. And I say again because I think you've always had this ability, but from the experiences you've been going through this year, it's taken a damper or a drain on your soul, and it hasn't been fueling your energy to create, to expand. But after June, you will be coming out of the cocoon as the butterfly awakened again, Taurus. And it will give you the inspiration, it will give you the knowledge, it will give you the wisdom on how you can further your life, further develop the areas that you want to work on, and not attach so much to the outcomes that maybe you were attached to before, but to learn what your skills are, to learn what your life purpose is, and then to follow through with it and be at peace with it and be in a happy state of mind. This is what's going to enlighten you. This is what's going to bring you back to life again, Taurus. For some of you, others of you, it's not that dramatic, but for some, it is. And Spirit's here to bless you. Spirit's here to enlighten you, to show you the reasons why things had to happen. But I promise it was for your soul evolution. It was for your spiritual growth. Your chakras are becoming, more empowered or being enlightened. And for some of you, this is as far as like a Kundalini rising that you're experiencing right now. And it's pretty powerful. You guys can feel it physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Wow. All right. Tell me more about Taurus in June, Spirit. And, as a spiritual healer myself, as a psychic, as a medium, I know that like healing truly never does end. We're always going to be growing. We're always going to be evolving. But what I can say, Taurus, with these combination of cards, this is one of the most profound awakenings you have had. Something's triggering this in June, but something is making you feel like you don't have to hold on to the past anymore, that you can let go of it. And that's what's inspiring this enlightenment, Taurus. You're seeing things you didn't see before. You're understanding things that you didn't understand before. Even some of you, you're clairvoyant. And maybe you're opening up that ability even more so. Third eye chakra, as I just said that. Yeah, your third eye chakra, out of all the chakras that you've been working with, that you have been, highlighting, expanding on, your third chakra is the one that is becoming the most profound. And what it says is, the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination and our psychic powers. So yeah, Taurus, I don't know who needs to hear this. You are psychic. You are a light worker. And maybe some of you had to go through those tougher experiences to be more aligned with your true soul purpose, which is to heal, which is to enlighten, which is to, you're bringing about healing work into this world, but you have to first heal yourself before you could be a part of the Aquarius new age, before you can start becoming that I don't know, a lot of you have a sole purpose of being like a guru or a soul life coach, of just a healer, a content creator around YouTube tarot readings, astrology readings, natal chart readings, helping people better understand themselves. But maybe, Taurus, the disappointments that you had to experience in the past were actually things that Spirit had to intervene on to take out of your life because you were going down a path that wasn't meant for you this lifetime. And the number 6, some of you may resonate with. Your birthday could be May 6th, May 16th, April 26th. For some of you, you could be life path 6, or you guys could be seeing a lot of 6s in, on the clocks. But Taurus, what you are seeing now, what you are envisioning now, the downloads, again, the daydreams that you're having are being sent to you by your spiritual team, are being sent to you by the universe. So you can have a better understanding of all that you've been through in life, all that you've been through these last couple years, all that you've been through, the trials and the errors that you were put through. It's all starting to make sense now, Taurus, because you are now shedding that old skin and you're becoming awakened into this new vibration. And what you couldn't see before had to do with what you were still struggling with, what you were still down the path on. But you've been healing, you've been recovering. And it really has taken you down this path now where you're not going to be blinded again. Your intuition is sharp now. And you guys, maybe if these experiences had to do with certain people, certain relationships in your life, whether they were friends, romances, family members, you for a long time may have held to the ending of a relationship. Or, why couldn't this person have ever understood me? Why couldn't they ever love me for who I was? I was ready to receive their love. I was ready to receive, my end of the contract. And this person just was not able to meet you at your vibration, Taurus. They were not able to meet you at your level. And for some of you, you put blame on yourself for that. What didn't I do? What didn't I have? Why couldn't I have been enough? It had nothing to do with you. They were out of alignment with you, Taurus. But you had to do the growth so you couldn't stay at a lower vibration of hurt and pain and resentment and anger at the world for what you had to go through or what didn't happen for you. I just said this in another reading. I forget it may have been Pisces reading. But that the ones who are the most enlightened go through the most in life. Not because, the plan for their destiny is to suffer, but because out of those experiences of hurt, struggle, and pain, you learn the most compassion. You learn the most wisdom. You learn the most strength. Those are the attributes to the harder things that you had to go through. That's what you gained out of this, Taurus. And now it's like you're a triple threat. Now that your intuition is so strong, it's so keen, right? Now that you are enlightened, now that you are awakened, there's a lot that may have gone by you in the past that will not get by you now. A lot of you now have the ability to see right through people. And I feel even for some of you, I don't know, I'm kind of picking up on this situation for a few of you where I don't know if this was like your family upbringing, but you tried to be the truth teller. You tried to see people for what they were, or even for some of you, it's like you had to call your family members out. Something didn't feel right with the way you were raised or the way of what you were supposed to believe in. Maybe some of you came from like a very strict religious background, but you always had psychic gifts and abilities that you were shunned for, or that you didn't feel like you could come to the truth with because you would be judged for it. Whatever it was, Taurus, like there was something in your past that made you feel like you couldn't be who you are. But you're liberating yourself from that. And Spirit has been with you since you were a child, for a lot of you. Through your imagination. If you guys had like imaginary friends, those were your spirit guides, actually. that you had this ability from a very, very young age, and maybe you had to block it out, maybe you had to tune it out because, you know, you weren't encouraged to explore it further. But a lot of you are tuning back into this or enhancing this if this is what you've been working on the last couple years, and it's really paying off, Taurus. My goodness. By accepting yourself, accepting your life, accepting your story, you are becoming enlightened. You're becoming aware. You are becoming at a consciousness that is of universal and divine truth. And that's what your spirit guides have been wanting you to work on this entire time. And now you're healing. Now you are recovering from, you know, the ascension, from the growth, from the expansion. And give yourself, you know, vacation time if you need it. Even if you're not going to go to, you know, Europe on this trip that you're taking, you can even stay at home, but just do anything you can to recharge. Because this awakening was not easy. I mean, that's what these 3 cards are telling me, Taurus. You've really been through the awakening of a lifetime here that a lot of people will not go through to this profound effect. So, you know, be kind with yourself at this time. Be easy on yourself at this time. Give yourself space. Give yourself relaxation. Give yourself, you know, anything that will help fulfill your soul. Because what you've done was hard work. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Tell me about June for Taurus, Spirit. Tell me about June for Taurus. Justice. Wow. Libra energy here. And this is coming under clear the past, heal the present. Taurus, maybe for some of you, you felt that something that happened to you was not fair. You felt like something that, you know, you missed out on. Again, there could have been a soul contract between you and someone else. They didn't fulfill their end. But Taurus, you did all that you could. And justice is repaying you for what you've been through. But now, any sort of karmic debt from this life or the past has been paid in full. Again, similar to Pisces reading, but different in a lot of ways. So if you have Pisces in your chart, or if you're dealing with the Pisces, I suggest checking out the Pisces reading to see if there's messages for you there. But I feel, Taurus, that universe is giving you a big yes. Yes, you have healed. Yes, you have awakened. Yes, everything that you're seeing now is of clear vision. And, you know, what has been lost will be restored. Justice has your back. Justice will be keeping their eye out for you, whatever universal forces are surrounding this card here. But you will get your due, Taurus. And, you know, again, a lot of karma has been healed within your life, within past lives that were, you know, experienced, that you had to go through this lifetime to just sign off to the universe. Justice is in your favor, Taurus. Let's keep going. The scales are balanced for you now, Taurus. What was out of balance is being put back into balance. Tell me more about what Taurus is experiencing in the month of June. The Fool. 2 major arcana cards coming right out the back. Wow. So Aries energy, Aquarius energy, and this is coming under enlightenment, Taurus. Now that you're enlightened, you're starting a new chapter in your life. You're starting a new cycle in your life that you can truly just forgive and forget the past. Sure, it's easier said than done, and there'll be days where it may kind of come back up again, but you guys are in a different vibration, in a different frequency, where it's not going to hold you hostage anymore like it used to. And I feel like you guys are ready for this new beginning. You're ready for this new path to open up. You're ready for this new chapter in your life. And it's going to go by with amazing experiences. The Fool card is like, you know, taking life by the steering wheel, and with whatever comes up, you'll still make the best of it. You guys really, I don't know, for some of you that really went through that deep, dark night of the soul, with all the pain you went through, it's like the further you fell, the higher you're climbing, the higher you're rising up. And I feel even for a lot of you where you thought you were never going to forget or never going to forgive, it's not even as impactful anymore to you. Or at least it won't be by the end of June, because you know what? It already happened. It remains in the past. I can make what I can of the present, and I can make what I can of the present into something that I will fulfill for myself in the future. But for now, I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the journey. And you guys are coming out of this a lot more optimistic than you have been the last few months. Taking life for what it is. And I think there's adventure to come, Taurus, new experiences to come, so be open to that. And if some of you are just afraid of being open to it because you're afraid of another karmic trap, another karmic cycle, I feel not just from the protection of the universe with justice behind your back, but I even feel with your intuition and your enlightenment, you would be able to sniff it out before it could ever reach you. You'd be able to decipher it and to walk away from it if some sort of energy was trying to come back to, you know, rehash some old beliefs, rehash some old memories, whatever it is. You wouldn't be able to cross that again, Taurus. Your spirit team won't allow you, but your higher self won't allow you to do it either. So believe that new is coming. Believe that the best is coming, because it absolutely is. Let's keep going. Tell me more about Taurus in June, Spirit. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so we have the Hierophant and the Five of Cups. 2 5s here. So 555 could be a synchronicity you've been seeing. Your birthday could be May 5th, May 15th, April 25th. But this is profound, and I'll tell you why. Scorpio energy, Taurus energy with the Hierophant, but I also feel Capricorn energy as well for me as a reader with this card. You are different with the fact, Taurus, that with the experiences you had to go through, the disappointments, you did not let that be the reason to why you wouldn't grow, why you wouldn't develop, why you would not allow that to be the thing that keeps you stuck. And for some of you, yeah, with these 2 cups I'm really drawn to here, it could have been someone that you thought you were going to fulfill a soulmate contract with. For some of you, you may have even like encountered a twin flame, the loss of a twin flame, or even a false twin flame. But with the Hierophant, you're not using these experiences anymore to keep you in a state of grief, of sadness, of hurt, of regret. You're using it to inspire yourself to keep going, to be that influence in other people's life. And that's what's most inspiring out of all, is when people can relate to your struggle, when people can relate to what you went through and see how far you've come from it, where you thought you were never going to get over it, where you thought you were never going to accomplish, healing from this. You have, and you've done it magnificently. Spirit's a witness to this, and your higher self is a witness to this. And again, here's that Hierophant that's confirming what I said with the third eye chakra, that you guys are meant to be, influencers, but not just like social media influencers. You're meant to influence the masses of how to live a happier, fulfilling life. How if you can make it through, anyone can make it through. How you can be that source of inspiration, of that wisdom that so many people are looking for, especially right now, Taurus, with what's going on in the world, all the chaos, all the cruelty, all the lower vibrations. You're very, very much needed in this lifetime. And so maybe for some of you, you may be infamous towards the end of life for your spiritual abilities, for your ability to inspire those to pick themselves back up again. And again, your downloads are profound. profound this month. You're already starting to connect with that. Others of you, you will very soon. And then bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords. So Sagittarius had this at the bottom of their deck as well. Yeah, you know, there was a blockage. There was something, an idea about yourself or a belief you were holding on to, or an experience or a memory that you were holding on to that was blocking you from moving forward, that was blocking you from seeing everything clearly. But you've removed that blockage, Taurus. You have. And it's through your dedication. It's through your inspiration to heal. It's through to pick yourself back up again. So what you didn't see before, like I said, this entire reading, you see very clearly now. And it's because you made the choice to, Taurus. So give yourself that credit. You made the choice to overcome. You made the choice to start to reflect and to heal, which then led to the catalyst of your awakening, right? Wow. All right, Taurus. Let's go ahead and pull one more card to see what Spirit wants to leave you off with. Any last minute advice from Spirit? Anything else to expect from the month of June? Time to shine. Yes, love this. And it says, creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Yeah, Taurus, the best is yet to come. I keep saying it, and here it is. Justice showed me that. The Fool showed me that. And it's your time to come back out of this. You are going to do the healing, and right when June is up and over, when this awakening has fully happened, it will be your time to shine. It will be your time to share your story. It will be your time to bring this new you to the public, to outside of your shell, and people are going to be aware of how much you've changed, of how much you've grown. It's not just even physically, it's from within. The soul vibrance that you carry is going to be eye-catching. It's going to be glowing so brightly that it will be hard to miss. But Taurus, you know, this is your comeback. This is your story. And as hard as it was at times, you didn't give up on yourself. And Spirit's rewarding you, Taurus, at the end of the month or in the beginning of July, all the way up to the end of 2022. This is going to be the year those changes happen. This is going to be the year that you finally see everything as it was and the truth of it all. But more importantly, you're going to use it to fuel your inspiration of who you want to be and what you'll never go back to being again. You can't. So thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me for this reading. I really hope that it resonated with you. I hope it's giving you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what you will be experiencing in the month of June. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Taurus, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.